Happy, beautiful Friday. Happy, beautiful Friday. Happy, beautiful Friday. Happy, beautiful Friday, beautiful people. It has been a while since I've posted a video. I posted a video actually a little while ago, starting Temple Things. And if you have not seen that, you can check that out in the recent videos. However, I was not consistent with it because if I'm completely honest, it has been a really hard semester. It's been a very trying one, a really tiring one. I feel stretched. I actually feel like I shouldn't come on here yet, but my sister posted a Vlogmas, which is supposed to be like you vlogging every day for the month of December. And I've seen that done in April, and I always told myself in the back of my head, like, I'm going to do it when April came back around. So when I saw her post that she was challenging other bloggers to do it, I was like, why not? You know, what a better way to relaunch or get back on your channel instead of waiting until January. Why not start before the year ends? So I have accepted her challenge. I will tag her YouTube channel below. She has awesome material. If you are a wife, a mother, if you wear your hair natural, if you was recently or considering a lock journey, she's had locks and she's now a loose natural. She is such a resource. So please check her YouTube channel out. She is just amazing. I think you will thoroughly enjoy her. I will tag her YouTube channel on this video and it will also be below, but she's challenged vloggers, and so I seen the video and I was like, why not? Like, why wait? Start today. So basically I will be vlogging every day with her in December, so make sure you subscribe to my channel and hers and anyone else who is doing the Vlogmas challenge, because they will be creating content for you every day, which honestly is an investment, which hopefully doesn't go unappreciated and people are watching and enjoying the material that's posted. So anyway, I wanted to just talk to you all since this is the first video. And this is an interesting challenge because it requires you to have something to say every day. And I think it's actually a good way to connect with whoever's watching your channel. I think it'll build a rapport of consistency. And I think it can actually be pretty fun because you get to kind of like see what everyday life looks like. And sometimes people post content, whether it's on YouTube, on Instagram, or Facebook, and they make their lives seem more than what it is. But I think posting every day brings a little humility. But it also can be kind of enjoyable to see what people do in their everyday lives that you don't know, or people you do know. So hopefully you all enjoy the things that I plan to post or the things that I'm able to post. But I do plan to be consistent. And I'm excited. I'm really excited because I do want to be consistent on my YouTube channel. And sometimes things get really busy in my life and this just takes a back seat. And I do not want that to continue to happen because who wants inconsistency in anything? So let's get right into what vlog number 1 of December 2017 looks like. And I have December goals. I thought, what better way to start the month than to talk about goals, to talk about what I've been doing, to talk about what I've been reading, and to just tell you where my head has been. Outside of it being a really hard semester, I have started this amazing book. So Brene Brown, if you're not familiar with her, she's a psychologist, and she has awesome TED Talks. Anything she does and posts is just like, it'll change your life. Like, it'll convert you to like, oh my God, I need to get myself together. And it's done in such a way that makes you feel like I can do this. This challenge that she's posing, whether she knows it or not, makes me feel like I can do this and this is going to be beneficial for my life. And so I'll probably be sharing out of this book a lot this month, but on my list, which we'll talk about, is the challenge of me reading another book for the month to come because I am just about done with this one. And so I just want to start with this quote that will segue into my goals. So she says, I also see courage in myself when I'm willing to risk being vulnerable and disappointed. For many years, if I really wanted something to happen, an invitation to speak at a special conference, a promotion, a radio interview, I pretended that it didn't matter that much. if a friend or colleague would ask, "Are you excited about that television interview?" I'd shrug it off and say, "I'm not sure. It's not that big of a deal." Or, "Of course." In reality, I was praying that it would happen. It's only been in the last few years that I've learned that playing down the exciting stuff doesn't take the pain away when it doesn't happen. It does, however, minimize the joy when it does. It also creates a lot of isolation. Once you've diminished the importance of something, your friends are not likely to call and say, "I'm sorry that didn't work out. I know you were excited about it." So if you are someone who do not enjoy people reading to you, please go back, rehear what I'm saying, because it is so important. Like, in a nutshell, what she's saying is that she had to learn that courage meant sharing with her community or people that she engaged in life with. She had to learn to share with them things that she was excited about, even though she usually presented it in a way that was like, it's not that big of a deal, when really it was a major thing for her. And that hit me so hard because I think more than, let's stick with most opportunities that I seek to participate in, God has allowed those doors to be open for me. But I think on a consistent basis, I've always just been like, either I don't share it with people until it happens, or if I do share it with someone, it's kind of like, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. When really, it's a huge deal. I am in my prayer closet begging God for it. But, on the surface, I'm just like, it's not that big of a deal. And what it does is it's supposed to be me protecting myself in case it doesn't happen. But on the flip side, when it does happen, I've given off the impression to my community that it's not that big of a deal. So they would not understand my hype level of celebration, nor will they think to be sensitive enough to say, "I'm sorry that didn't happen," when it doesn't. And so for me, when sharing my goals for this month, something that I've recently, in the month of November, privately have been working on, but I am now publicly sharing, is being vulnerable, being authentic, showing leg, and letting people know, hey, when I get cut, I bleed too. And not to say that people don't think that, but just like, I think social media can cause us to feel like certain people just have it together. And I want to make sure I'm never portraying that, especially to my immediate community. I want them to know when things don't pan out, I'm crushed about it. And I could really use a phone call. And I could really use you coming over and hanging with me. I could really use you FaceTiming me and just sitting on the phone with me. I could really use you checking in on me. And sometimes social media just is all about highlights. And this is not about social media, but I'm just saying, sometimes this generation has just been so, let me share what does happen, that we don't share when things don't happen. Or we diminish the importance of something happening in our lives. So hopefully you was able to follow that. But that quote was so impactful for me. And as I said before, I think every day I might share something from this book. And when I start my next book, I'll probably share stuff with that. If you all would like to see book reviews, let me know. I thought about doing a book review channel. I thought about so many different little channels that I wanted to do, but I don't want to be inconsistent. So it might be easier to just put them all on this page. But again, this is the book. And I think it's an awesome read for anyone who struggles with who they think they should be versus who they are, and just like trying to learn to be more authentic and vulnerable in their life, and in their, even in their walk. I just think this book is just amazing. So let's get into my December goals. I would love to hear your goals. Like, I know a lot of people tend to write me separately, text me, call me, email me. But I want us to talk in the comment section, because I think it would build a really good rapport with the community. And I think it would be nice to see who is going along with the everyday posting, and maybe the people in the comment section will familiarize themselves with each other. So my challenge, first and foremost, to you is, if you're watching this, I know sometimes people like it. I know I see the views of people watching it, but if you're watching this, just comment below and say, hey, I'm here, I'm in, and I'm watching. That would be super encouraging to me, and I think it would just be nice to have dialogue in that section of my channel. So my goals, again, following the quote and me sharing with you all what matters to me, I'm going to share a few things, so that if they don't happen at the end of the month, we can talk about it, and I can express it's going to put a challenge on me to be authentic and vulnerable with you. Is first and foremost to complete all the steps for my Ohio assessment for educators. So we have to take 2 tests. I took one and I found out today that I passed. So I have to take another one. And these are requirements for my career. And so I would like to have everything with that completed by the end of this month. As a matter of fact, I need to have it completed by the end of this month. And I would specifically like to take the exam before the 21st, no later than the 22nd. So that's goal number 1. The second goal is to research self-publishing in different genres and how that looks and how to do it. For a while, I said I wanted to publish a book, and I actually kept putting it on hold because I felt like it wasn't time yet. And I was like, okay, Lord, like I think there's still, and I still sometimes think like I should develop more before publishing a book. But I think I have a good idea of certain things that I can speak on right now that would be really nice in a book. I even have hopes and aspirations of doing like devotions, children books, I have a lot of small ideas on books, even down to like a doodling coloring book. Like there's just so many things that God has like said, like, why don't you do this? And I've like just sat them on the shelf, not out of fear, but just out of like feeling like lack of time or just it's not the season for it. And so I'm just ready to start researching the things that I am ready to produce in the next season or in a season later. But either way, I'm ready to familiarize myself with the background information that's necessary and just go forth with it. The third goal is to drop 10 pounds. I started Temple Things on this channel. I contemplated for a few weeks starting a separate channel because I know that there are people who prefer to like just follow your health journey. And I don't want to see, well, I'm not going to say I don't want to see this, but I wanted to maybe like maintain the type of content that I produce on one channel. But now that I'm doing this challenge, I think I want to do everything on this channel, even if the content isn't consistent as far as like what it looks like, because I don't want to separate pieces of me to accommodate people. I didn't start this for any other reason, but just because I was like, that's a great idea to do a YouTube channel. So to make multiple pages, while it may be smart business wise, I don't think it'd be the most conducive thing for me. And I feel like a lot of the things I talk about spill over. And so I don't want to find myself having to like report to this channel and report to this channel. I would really like to just update like, hey, this is what I'm doing today. This is what I'm doing for my workout, and just let it be. So I would like to revamp my Temple Things section. And so I might, talk about that tomorrow. But the goal is to drop 10 pounds by the end of the month, and to officially weigh in tomorrow. Thursday was originally the goal that I was going to go with, but Saturday is going to be the day again. For those who don't know, I work third shift on Friday night, so it's been really hard to go weigh in on Saturdays, and I'll explain the weigh-in thing. But I'm going to put a reminder on my phone tonight, like, you need to go weigh in, because people are like waiting to see you do this. And so that'll be one goal off my list already. The fourth goal I have is to vlog every day. So hopefully I will meet that goal by uploading something every day for this entire month. And then I want to change things. My coworker just came in. Do you want to say hi, Mary?
Hi.
Oh, okay. Let's see, we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My fifth goal is to provide a facelift. That's what I wrote down for the waiting space. If you have been following this YouTube channel, you know that I have a blog. I want to make some changes because the semester has been so busy. I have not added anything on it. But let me tell you how good God is. So I haven't been posting on my blog on Wednesdays, but God has allowed me to participate in a prayer line on Wednesdays. And so what would be written content has now become a part of a recharge line. So I really do think that all things work together for the good for those who love the Lord, but all things work together. And I'm like, wow, thank you, God, for still holding me accountable to have something to say on Wednesday. Like, I don't know. It just came to me like, while you're not posting on a blog, you are still recharging people in a different way. So I'll put that information below if that's something you're interested in. I'm trying to wrap this up so this isn't a long video. Since it's the holiday month, so a lot of my close friends and I don't do gifts. Like, we've known each other for years, and gifts has never been like a thing. And we always laugh about it. Like, my close friends and I always chuckle, like, girl, why haven't we got each other anything for Christmas? And I think what it is the relationship is so intact that when holidays come, when the years have gone and come and passed, depending on like knowing each other's situation, if you don't have it, I'm not expecting it. If you have it, let's go to dinner. Like, none of my friends and I like just expect gifts. And I have friends who've expected gifts, and that's another conversation for another day. But I would like to challenge myself this month, in the month of gift giving, to do a lot of DIY gifts. So I personally am challenging myself to gift the people that I care about, but through a DIY gift. Like, that is my bread and butter, to put thought into things that you give people versus spending like, you can spend as much money as you want, but like, let it be thoughtful. You know, if you're gonna spend $200 on me, let it be because, like, oh girl, I heard you wanted to do this and this is an investment in your career or something like that. So that's a goal. And then another goal I have is to save and to begin preparing in my headspace what I want my classroom to look like in the spring, because I want to like have my students rest, reset, recharge, and then come back in January ready to produce an even higher level of work. So I will keep this sheet. I thought I was going to rewrite it, but I'm probably not going to. But I will keep the sheets so that we can see, or like periodically throughout the month, we can check in to see what is and what is not being, or what has not been completed. And we can talk through the different things that have been set out to be met. And so again, I'm going to show it just so that you all know that I'm not like changing the goals. This is the sheet. And so I'll update you all along the way. So if you're watching this video and you've enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and share. And as I've asked before, comment below. Let's talk about the quote from the book. Do you struggle with authenticity? Do you struggle with being vulnerable? Do you downplay the things that you're really hoping for? And have there been times where your circle maybe have not known that you were really disappointed? And is it because of you not sharing how big of a deal something was? I so appreciate you all being here, and I hope that this is, something I can really stick with, because I think it'll be really nice. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video. I pray you have a wonderful Friday night, and I hope that you have some fun plans for the weekend.